So an hour ago I started my new adventure. I'm going to Azores. So we got something like between 22 and 30 days to go. Morning! We got day number 5 of our trip. The sea is absolutely flat. A moment ago there wasn't even this small cross on the sea, so it was like absolutely flat. So I used that time to put a little bit of fuel, because since one day we get a silent zone and there is absolutely no wind and no wave. As you can see, the sea is absolutely flat. That's good, because for the first 2 nights or 2 days I had a little bit of seasick. That's why I wasn't able to do anything, and then I just needed to recover a little bit. And today I put the extra fuel. I got 320 liters, something like this. I put 20 liters and it wasn't still full. The tank wasn't full. So I guess I had just too high RPMs while I was sailing. Yesterday I changed one of the part on my autopilot. Well, also while I was on the San Martin, I 3D printed this part. If you don't put any grease, then the plastic gets really rotten after a while. Also, this kind of things is actually caused by the faulty printing that was done. You can see also over here that the printer stopped because the energy was down for a moment. And that's actually this part I was printing in Mindelo, I think, in Cape Verde. So that was way over half a year ago. I think it was in October or November. This part was printed just to see the dimensions and just to see if everything will be okay on the wheel. And I just left it here. I decided to see how long will it last. And as you can see somewhere here, yeah, it got totally destroyed. The thing is that sometimes here the screws, which mounts this screws over here, which mounts the wheel, it got loose and it makes the bigger wheel destroy. So I need to, like once every 2 days or something like that, I just need to correct it a little bit, just put it a little bit more tight. So this one is, as you can see, it's loose. As you can see also, the print quality is not the best. This is probably something like 20 or 30% of the infill, and that one would be like 10% maybe. Now it's one of those moments that it's very difficult to describe if you're not here. We get a sunset and the sea state is absolutely flat. Using the time of the nice weather and the flat sea, I decided to make a little bit of project here. I'm gonna have a new cup holder for my gimbal. I had another problem with my light bulb in the navigation light, so I didn't have any spare. Well, I had a spare, but it wasn't working, so I decided to take the LED stripe that I had. I cut a little bit and I made a provisorial, let's say, light bulb. Let's see if it's working. This is amazing. For a week already I am in the silent zone, and that's what the mighty Atlantic in the silent zone look like. The sea is absolutely flat, actually the ocean. You get the impression that somebody just iron the sea, the water. There is no single wave. Take a look at it. been 12 days since I was running on engine. The sea or the ocean is absolutely flat and there's no wind. I had just a little bit of wind, like 4 hours of wind yesterday, and today is still like that. I have more than enough energy. I need to switch off the charging every day, even if I use my water maker, even if I do my food on the electricity. I still have just enough power, or maybe too much power, so every day I need to switch off the charging. As for now, I just have these long swells. It's not that bad actually. So maybe the boat is moving a little bit because of the swell, but it's not that bad. I had plenty of time, so I made my own kind of navigation system over here. I didn't know what actually speed do I have and what course do I have, so I took the data out from the AIS. I put it to my little Raspberry Pi, and that's what I got over here. That's the speed, the actual speed. This is the average speed for 1 minute, this is for 10 minutes, and this is for 1 hour. And here's the course, the heading, the actual average for 1 minute, for 1 hour, and that's the target heading that the bearing that we want to have. Unfortunately today I had a small surprise that my the circuit breaker started to kick off, and unfortunately I found out that my Starlink got fired. Take a look over here. I'm pretty sure that it still smells terrible, like really like something would be in fire. Over here that guy probably got fired. I'm not sure what it is. When I'll be in Azores, I'll try to replace it and start it up again. We'll see if it's gonna work or not. For now, I'm with no internet, unfortunately, so I need to live with it somehow. After 2.5 weeks, we got wind back, so I was able to roll out my Jeep. Yesterday I had wing on wing, because the wind was really good from the back and it was very light, so I put wing on wind. Today I'm still expecting the wind to rise a little bit, and I got almost 6 knots of speed. The wind is like 20 knots right now. Probably it's gonna be like 25 within an hour, and then it will go down at night. That's what forecast said. Because I have Starlink is not working, and I cannot download the actual weather forecast, so I'm not gonna open up the mainsail. Let's leave it like this. Look at that wave. Unfortunately, one of the parts for my autopilot got damaged because the wind was really strong, and we were going really quickly, really fast. The wave was really big, and one of the parts got broken, so I need to 3D print it as we go. So after 3 days of a wave of something like 5 meters, now it's much better. The wave is like 2 meters, more or less. I still got 350 miles to go, and look at that rainbow coming over there.
Mniej więcej 10 do 4 sekundy. Oczywiście to jest już dużo niżej niż energia LHC, więc takie coś można obserwować. Bardzo ważny moment to jest tworzenie jąder deuteru i chemii.
I found a lot of flying fish on my deck, but for the first time I can see calamari. Look at him. After 3 or 4 days with waves above 5 meters, we finally got the flat weather. Unfortunately, it's not blowing. I unfurled the Jeep just to support the engine. We're going in the engine right now. We're going something like 3.5 up to 4 miles. It's more like 3.5 miles. And finally, we have dolphins. That's the first time I can see dolphins on this trip. Now they disappeared somewhere, but they were jumping here around a second ago. So probably this is because we're closer to the shore. It's more shallow here. There is probably more. Oh, and look at that. I'm not sure if you can see that. That's the Portuguese sailor. That's this kind of animal that is actually sailing on the sea. Amazing. So we still have like 270 miles to go. So we should be there in Horta in 3 days. Let's see where are the dolphins. It's a beautiful day, sunny day. It's 8 a.m. and my battery are already full. It's charged 100%, so that's why I am using the solar energy to produce some water. I already have almost full water tank. Most probably I'll be the only boat who came with more water than I actually departed. That's how the last day looked like. We got a little bit of wave and we're a little bit tilted, as you can see. Thanks God my gimbal for tea and for coffee is working perfectly. And finally, after 29 days, we are approaching the coast of Azores, of the island Horta.